It's a prediction tool, whether it's language or whether it's numbers. It's a prediction-based tool. Predictions only work if you have patterns of data. And patterns of data only exist if people are very careful about the taxonomy that they use to call different things, label different things in their data environment. So we have come up with a role-based access control is a very old concept, but I think we have taken a leap forward in educating people about how role-based access control works, and that why business domains and business data domains need to be explicitly named, because without that, AI cannot predict what it can or cannot access. Not that you would leave it to that, but people change over time. When you get the next person in to manage your AI infrastructure environment, how are they going to understand anything if there isn't a naming convention, a taxonomy for how data spaces are named, how agent spaces are named, and so on and so forth? So tying it back to your question, it's not really me, we, wow, but the notion of different layers of control, technical controls, human controls, quality controls, and audit controls, they're still going to be required. They're just going to each use different tools, hopefully better and more efficient tools to do their job. But it doesn't, every step in that process is going to be difficult, whether you're using tools or humans, if you're not following repeatable patterns of everything, process, people, nomenclature.
And the thing which you said, which again resonated with me, is if you treat a control infrastructure as a framework, and then you start to put control infrastructure for the AI, then you have to define what roles AI has to play, what data it can access, what kind of inference it can do, what kind of and it fits that pattern. And that's why I was just trying to say that using a control framework and then exploring that from an AI governance standpoint seems like very
Yeah.
practical to know.
One of the things that I found, most people are not abstract thinkers, so they don't understand frameworks, but they understand patterns. Naturally, people understand patterns, and frameworks are based on patterns. So if you can show them a framework and then show a pattern that the framework applies to, they tend to get it pretty easily. And so frankly, we have a lot more to do there in terms of educating our business partners. I call it data literacy, but it's probably a better word for it. So that's, I try to
So
leave the word strategy and framework out of everything I say.